Entrepreneurship and free market has been singled out as a driving force for Africa's economic growth from food production as businesses wake up to opportunities of a rapidly growing food market in Africa, which may be worth more than $1 trillion each year by 2030 to substitute imports with high-value food made in Africa. This was the main conclusion from the latest Africa Agriculture Status Report launched during this year's African Green Revolution Forum in Côte d'Ivoire or Ivory Coast. Our reporter Philip Keitany was in Abidjan and filed the following report.
The launch of the African Agriculture Status Report has revealed great potential of African agriculture. According to the report, agriculture will be Africa's quiet revolution with a focus on SMEs and smallholder farmers, creating the high productivity jobs and sustainable economic growth that failed to materialize from mineral deposits and increased urbanization.
Imagine that in spite of the richness of our waterways and the amount of rainfall we have, in spite of all of that, our irrigation is only about 5 to 6%.
Despite 37% of the African population now living in urban centers, most jobs have been created in low-paid, less productive services rather than in industries, with these service sectors accounting for more than half of the continent's GDP.
The actual potential of cultivated agricultural land is only between 25 and 40%.
According to Dr. Agnes Kalibata, the president of the Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa, AGRA, which commissioned the study, insisted that Africa has the latent natural resources, skills, human and land capacity to tip the balance and move from importer to exporter status by eating food made in Africa.
It's been figured out for a long time. What hasn't been figured out is how to do it in the Africa smallholder farmer context.
She, however, noted that to succeed, Africa's agricultural revolution need to be very different from those seen in the rest of the world. It requires an inclusive approach that links millions of smallholder farmers to agribusinesses, creating extended food supply chain and employment opportunities for millions, including those that transition from farming. Philip Keitany, KTN News.